After the way in which the Celtics lost the 2022 finals, followed by their coach's one-year suspension, the circumstances for Boston were far from ideal entering the 2022-23 season. With all this calamity, the main question going into the season was, how would Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown respond?
Might have just thrown down the exclamation point.
Just reach in, pick, finish at the other end.
Brown, and a foul.
The JT and JB duo is on a revenge tour back to the finals, and they are actively taking over the NBA in the process.
You know, when we put our minds to it, we can beat anybody.
The duo, characterized by fire and ice here, have found a way to combine their explosive offensive games while getting everyone else involved. The Celtics boast the #1 offense in the league and the highest three-point field goal percentage as a team, which is over 40%. That's really insane if you think about it, that almost half of their threes fall. And as your stars go, so does your team. So this is in large part thanks to Tatum and Brown, the head of the snake, or leprechaun, I guess. Man, I knew Kyrie shouldn't have ever stepped on that leprechaun, man. He lit a fire under those dudes, I'm telling you.
It was at this moment that he knew.
So today, we'll look into why Tatum and Brown are not only the best scoring duo in the NBA, but the best duo, period. We'll also break down some highlights from the Celtics' recent games at the Nets and Raptors to deep dive into how these dudes are getting it done on a nightly basis, and wrap up with realistic expectations for this duo as far as accolades go, and give the realistic expectation for Boston as a whole. This is Topic Tackle. Let's go. What's good, people? JC3 here. Appreciate you tuning in once again to Topic Tackle, where we dive deep into the basketball world, seeing through the storylines and narratives to give you the perspective that the media doesn't venture to. So if you're tired of shallow analysis and want to become a deep diver, go ahead and hit subscribe and leave a like on this video. I appreciate it. Before we get into the game tape, here's some stats from the JT and JB duo. On the year, Jayson Tatum is averaging 30.8 points per game on 48% from the field and 36.4% from three. He's hauling in 8.3 boards and dishing out 4.2 assists per game. Jaylen Brown is putting up 26.7 points a night, shooting 50.4% from the field and 35% from deep, while pulling in 7.1 boards and dishing out 3.7 assists per game. As of the time of this video, they currently lead the league in games where they each score 25 plus points, with 13 of those. The next closest duo is KD and Kyrie, with 7 of such games. And it's their last 2 games, a back-to-back at Brooklyn and Toronto, that I want to break down because these were 2 impressive wins considering the circumstances. The Nets were riding a 4-game win streak on a 7-game homestand, and Boston came in there and won the game like they did games 3 and 4 of the first round last playoffs by holding a 6 to 8 point lead nearly the entire game. And if the lead ever got closer than that, they'd push it right back to 6 to 8 without giving up the lead. And despite shooting just 43%, their 4th worst offensive night of the year, Boston held Brooklyn to just 92 points, a season low in points allowed. And although they didn't double KD like they did in last year's playoffs, they caused 8 turnovers from the Durantula. Not an easy task at all for easy money. Okay, so here is Boston at Brooklyn, and Jayson Tatum, the defense has got to understand you cannot let this guy get a walk-up 3. And then here goes Jaylen Brown in the first quarter, 20 points in this one. He gets warmed up right there. All right, turn the grill on, little corner 3. All right, a little pull-up 3 right there. How about this? Kind of walking down, semi, not really even a fast break even at all. Just the defense set up, does not close out to him. And then how about this? That's a heat check over KD. Man, when you're shooting over, 7'10", is that even a thing? Yeah, you know you're hot. All right, now look at this. The Celtics do this as well, man. They block a lot of shots, and it's everybody getting in on the action. That's not a goaltend. Good hustle play from Brown. And now check this out. Against Nick Claxton. Wow, a little left to right. Fadeaway jumper, first the crossover, and then the spin move fadeaway jumper over the outstretched arms. That's impressive. Now look, Jayson Tatum, you got some confidence when you're posting up KD on the wing and doing a 1-foot Dirk step back. Look at the little bit of separation he gets, and he's able to shoot it over 7 right there. That is tough if you ask me. And then there's Tatum's signature sidestep. You got to watch out. I did a short on that a while back. Y'all can check that out. I'll probably link it as a card in the upper corner. Jayson Tatum's sidestep is lethal. And then right here, Cam Thomas. Yeah, he ain't got enough experience to guard him. That is a reverse layup. Nice play right there. Here's one of the turnovers that the Celtics caused from Durant. And y'all know I like Durant, so this is tough for me to watch. But you know what? I got to be impartial, and the Celtics have it going on. They got the Nets number. They proved it once again in this game. Like I mentioned earlier, they kept the lead to about 6 to 8. If it ever got lower than that, they took it right back. This is Tatum almost saying, hey, the student becoming the master, taking the ball away from KD. And how about one more play? Durant kind of gets tripped up. Tatum, hesitate, 3, money. And then they came into the next game at Toronto without Malcolm Brogdon and Al Horford. They lost the first half and still managed to pull away and win. This is the type of win that only championship caliber teams managed to get. Boston at Toronto on the back-to-back, a game that the Celtics really shouldn't have won, by the way, but it is Jaylen Brown. Who else do you expect to get the game started with a nice little floater? Now working again in that high post kind of area. Pump fake and float. Look at this. You know we got the defender mad when he reacts like this after floating it over the outstretched arm. The defender knows, dang, I couldn't block that one. Now Tatum, actually this is Brown. He throws it up to the center Cornet. And that's just being in good rhythm with the team. Now Tatum, a little screen from Cornet, pull up top of the key 3, getting his rhythm early in this one. Now second quarter, Tatum, look at this move, people. You know I've made some signature moves in Kobe's similar plays, okay? That's one of them right there. In the no rush is the thing that gets me. When you watch pros and their ability to play the game, make their moves quick but not seem like they're in a rush is impressive. Now, you see that deficit that the Celtics had there to start the second half. And it is none other than the head of the leprechaun, okay? I'm going to coin that phrase. It's Tatum and Brown coming out at the start of the second half and taking that lead right back with these impressive moves as you're seeing right here. Tatum also knows, you know what, if you're a basketball player, you got to get you some easy buckets. Slip on the screen right there to the basket. Look at how much space now Jaylen Brown creates with that jab step. That is impressive right there. Gets an open 3, and the Celtics do it again, man. They keep on winning 20-5. So to wrap up, what are realistic expectations for the duo as far as accolades go? There's been a push on social media for Jaylen Brown to be an All-Star and All-NBA, and for Jayson Tatum to be an All-Star, All-NBA, and MVP. And all I gotta say is, hey now, you're an All-Star. Get your game on, go play. And I agree with Smash Mouth. I mean, I think all these are reasonable and attainable goals for each of these guys. Now, for the team as a whole, I think this tweet from Celtics reporter Mark D'Amico pretty much sums it up. Currently having a hard time imagining this Celtics team being stopped in a 7-game series if it gets and then remains healthy. Boston is without Time Lord Robert Williams at the moment, and imagining him, Al Horford, and Blake Griffin all being available as bigs in the Celtics rotation is scary. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think the Celtics should be the favorite to win the title this year? Why or why not? Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and we'll be back with more Topic Tackle coming soon. Stay solid, people.